Hey dreamers, this is Jade and I'm here for another catch up in my journals. I'm starting off with my photo a day journal. I was really behind in this. I think I actually ended up doing a catch up off camera as well. But anyway, getting started in my May entries, I believe. Nope. I think this is April. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still continuing on in April. This is why I said I was really behind. Like I've been taking the pictures, I just hadn't been getting them recorded down in my journal. So I'm finally getting those caught up. I'm a little bit behind again, so I'm going to have to do another catch up. But I've already started printing off some of the photos that need to go into this. And I need to print off a few more so I can be completely caught up. But of course, it's a day to day thing, so I'm never really truly all the way caught up. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, I'm getting all of my pictures down, and then once I'm done getting the pictures down that I want to get and the decorations around it, I will go back through and write a quick little blurb about what the picture is about. And just for anybody that may come across this, they will have a what do you call it? A description of what is actually going on in the picture. I'm loving that. I'm getting a lot of flowers and plants and things like that because it's spring and everything is blooming and looking pretty and beautiful. So you can definitely tell the evolution of my photo a days through this journal with what I was photographing before and kind of the things that are coming up now that I've been taking pictures of. So I think that is really, really cool that the spring and summer is probably going to be full of a lot of flowers and plants because it is so beautiful around here, especially when the sun is out. So yeah. Anyway, so I am going through now and getting my blurbs written out. I'll do a quick little flip at the end and then I will move on to my next catch up. Let's see, now I am catching up in my tarot journal, which I have to be full disclosure, honesty, I have pretty much given up on by now. This was fun at first. I just do not feel like doing it anymore. I have burned out of it. I don't know if I'll pick it up later on in the year or what, but for now, I'm pretty much done with it. But this is what I would do. Whatever card that I pulled for the beginning of the week would be the card that I would feature over here, and I would write down whatever it meant for upright, and then also what it meant for the reverse, and then write it over there, of course, in the beginning of the week as well, whether I pulled it upright or reverse. So if I pulled it reverse, then reverse will go over there in the 22 slot, and if I pulled it upright, then the upright description goes over there, and then I just continue that going down for the rest of the week. The Hermit, of course, is the one that gets featured because it's the first one that gets pulled. But everything else, if it gets pulled, what I do it, whether it gets pulled reverse or upright, will go into the date that it needs to go into. And that is pretty much it for this. So, as I said, I had been keeping up with it, but there were a few things happening. Let's just say, May has been a very, very busy month for me, and I have been skipping things and stuff and just forgetting. So yeah, and I think I am just kind of over it. So yeah. Anyway, I've moved on to my Magic of I planner where I pretty much just keep like gratitude and anything kind of inspirational that comes to me throughout the week. It doesn't always. So yeah. And I use those mystical ephemera stickers to decorate the sides, so when I'm ready to go in there, it's nice and pretty for me. And here I am getting caught up in my mini bullet journal, just getting all of my stuff down as far as my media for the month of April, as you can see. And so I am getting some extra slots down there. Now, I will say when I'm getting this done, there were a few icons that I hadn't printed out yet, or I had printed out and couldn't find, whatever. So I skipped them, and I actually go back at the end and end up pasting those in. And so yeah, I am getting the extra squares down that I'm going to need for my icons, and then I will of course start pasting those in. I do believe that my first one for April is Shogun. Yeah, or Shogun. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. I did, besides Shogun, it's funny, I had just, I think the month before, watched a documentary on Netflix called um, Age of Samurai. And it kind of goes through like the shoguns and stuff like that as well. I kind of sucked at it because I was like half paying attention, but I got a little bit of it. And this show is kind of definitely along those lines or whatever. Anyway, so a few interesting things that I watched in April, and of course I will go over all of that once I get to my April faves in my creative journal. And then as far as music, I was basically just kind of focusing on Beyonce's new album. I think it came out the end of March, and so that's pretty much all I was listening to for the month of April, which I have said several times is just chef's kiss. So I really enjoyed Cowboy Carter. And then I'm getting the books that I read down for the month of April, which I ended up reading 11 books. Shout out to audiobooks, because that's probably why I ended up getting so many done. So that was interesting. If you have not already, if you have a library in your area, because if you don't feel like buying these books, but I listened to The Guest List and The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley on audiobook through Libby. It was so good. They were so good. So I would suggest the audiobooks, but it had me curious as to whether or not I would also like her books, the physical books, which I'm pretty sure I would. So I did go ahead and buy The Paris Apartment in physical books. So that will be coming up at some point during the year. I do want to read that and see how I like that. So this here is only 10 books. I'll go back in and end up adding the last one, which was Paranoid by Lisa Jackson. And so I'm getting all of that down. And then I'll also go back in and add the missing icons. I believe one was King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. Not sure of what the other one was. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video. I've already started collecting footage for another one of these, because it's never ending. It's a never ending churn of having to catch up in these journals and get everything updated and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, anyway, if you have any comments or questions about anything, please leave those below. I trust that you all have been safe and well, and I will catch you all in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.